Game number 45 preview. Hang on, take two. Game number 45, Hangout, live, Montreal at Ottawa. What do I do next? Hey, everybody, I'm Rick. Welcome to Talking Habs, where you get your daily fix of Bleu Blanc Rouge. All right, like I said, it's Montreal at Ottawa. First meeting of the season between these two teams last season, and actually the last six meetings. They've beaten us all six times. So this is Montreal's due, I guess, or not. Hard to tell. But yeah, they've beaten us six times in a row, four times, 2 times the year before, or the season before, I should say. So yeah, I'm worried about this game as far as a trap game. And if Paul Duffy is listening, a trap game and playing the trap are two different things. Playing the trap is a defensive strategy. Some team I thought was outlawed by the league. And a trap game is where a team that's higher up in the standings plays a team that's lower in the standings and loses to them. Or you lose to a team you shouldn't. That's a trap game. In Montreal's case tonight, I mean, it's not, it's usually a team much higher up in the standing, but I'm kind of using it loosely here. All right. What was I going to say? I don't know. I was going to say something. Oh, yeah. Caden Primo making the start tonight. Caden Primo's got the start tonight against Korpisalo. Korpisalo is last in the NHL in goals saved above expected. Primo's not last there. I know that. He's got a little bit of that, I think. He's got a couple of goals above expected. Yeah, that, and that. All right, so this show is brought to you by where's my cursor? Brought to you by the Habnormals podcast. Upcoming guests on the Habnormals podcast include Hockey Junkie, Habs and Dabs, and from the Hockey Writers and Habs Unfiltered, Trig Wilson. Trig Wilson's just been added to the list of upcoming guests. So hopefully you guys will check out the podcast. Link is in the description. And also for Pucking Around podcast, we're going to be doing a live one on Monday on the new channel. We have a new channel. Link is in the description for those things. And Monday, the 22nd at 8 p.m., we are going to be giving away a few things. You have to be in the chat, have to be a subscriber to win. Please do that. The link's in the description so you can subscribe really easy and then come and check out the show. Let's see. Tomorrow night, Harry and I are going to be doing a live Q&A on the channel as well. Not this channel, on the new one, Don't Puck with Media. And we're calling this Dick and Harry Look for Tom. Because, every show needs a Tom, Dick, and Harry. You ever haven't heard of the saying? No? Let's use here. If you are here, I see there's 10 people. Say hi. Say something to me in the chat. That'd be great. Can't control life. First in. Don't. Tonight may suck, so be nice. May suck for us. You guys have beaten us 6 times in a row. So, yeah. You be nice to us. Hi, Guru. How's it going, Guru? Sens can't let Habs score once here tonight. Not even once. Well, I don't think you're going to shoot us out. You're not going to shoot us out, man. No shutouts, I don't think, tonight. Not with your goaltending. Come on. Bob's your uncle. Hey, Bob's your uncle. Lucas. Let's get a win. Been hanging out with your son in his stream while I wait for the game. Oh, nice. He's streaming? I didn't know what we never know what each other are doing there. I gave him a sub as well. Really cool guy. Awesome. I appreciate that. And I'm quite sure he does too. He's just started back streaming. He had a health issue and he's kind of just back. Let's see. In Ottawa, Huzu. In Ottawa, there always is one, at least, controversial goal and an injury. Hopefully that changes tonight. Yeah, that would be nice. Hey, Luca. Is going to Laval game on Saturday. Really? Maybe I could do a prospect report for everyone. Maybe even a live update course. Absolutely. Absolutely. So what I'll do is when I post that, I'll send you a link, and then you can use that. That sound good? Awesome, Luca. I appreciate that. That'd be great. Let me put it here. Send Luca a link. That would be really awesome. Let's see, Luke. If you can pay attention to my Mayu's game at both ends of the ice, I like that. It's hard to get a good idea on the radio sometimes. I think since he's paired up with Jack, I mean it's a good pairing. Let's put it that way. So I imagine he's playing well, but you're right. I don't know specifically on the defensive side. Wonder Phil is here. Hey, Phil, how's it going? Hey, Matt Outdoor. So, for the people that just got in here, as I was saying, let me show it. It's a visual, and so the show is brought to you by Hab Normal's podcast. That's our podcast, and we are going to be having upcoming guests. Are going to be, and probably next week, the first one, Hockey Junkie should be joining us next week. The week after that, it should be Habs and Dabs. So if you know Habs and Dabs on YouTube, we're going to have those guys on. And the week after that, a sports writer and a naval officer as well, from the Hockey Writers and from Habs Unfiltered. We're going to have Trig Wilson on. And if any of the other two guys can't make it, Trig will replace, like he's ready to go anytime, but we had already booked the other two guys. So things are already happening on the Hab Normals podcast. So yeah, things are looking up. So like, if you haven't listened to it, like, I don't know what you're waiting for. You're missing out. Now, we have a lot of fun there. It's Matt, myself, and Harry Rice. So yeah, it's pretty fun. All right, let me get back to the chat. Matt Outdoor, no problem for the guest, but the guest is only count in the preview, and that's been a rule for a while. But I'll give you mine, and mine doesn't count. I was gonna go 4-2. I was thinking 3-2, but I went 4-3 in overtime. It doesn't matter if it's not, but 4-3 Montreal. Suzuki with the first goal, but I'm not confident in that. Especially at the time, I knew they had beaten us 4 in a row last year. I didn't know it was 6 in a row. That changes things a little bit, right? So it's either Montreal's due to win, after losing 6 in a row to the Senators, or it's going to continue. And their lousy goaltending, we're going to get goalied. That's what's going to happen. And therefore, a trap game. Hey, Andre, how you doing there? All right, so what? Only a couple of minutes, I imagine. A minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, something like that till puck drop. Unless they're doing something stupid before. You never know. It is Ottawa. No, Ottawa's actually a really good town. I like Ottawa, like to go visit, and like I wouldn't move to Ontario now under their government for sure. But I mean, that would have been a city I could live in. So Ottawa's a nice town, in my opinion. But the hockey team is a different story. Can only get behind one for me. I'll be a lifelong Habs fan. I don't think I'd go to. Paul, let me explain something to you. I'm talking about a trap game. You're talking about a team playing the trap. So one is a defensive strategy that a team utilizes in order to win games. And I'm talking about when a team above another team below, and that one wins. That's a trap game when a team that should win a game loses the game. Basically, I'm using it loosely because Montreal's not really high enough in the standings to really say that. But so there's a difference there. I've been trying to tell you that since the first time you told me I was wrong. Do none of these networks do their background work? Primo's last game was. Is that what he said though? Did he say he hasn't won since because he didn't win his last start? The Flyers beat him, so I think that's what they said. And this is TSN. It's not as bad as Sportsnet. Hey there, Let It Ride. Good to see you back, buddy. I had you at Buffalo, or are you calling me Buffalo? It looks like you're calling me Buffalo. My name ain't Buffalo, is Rick. They're about to drop the puck here. Or they're doing the disco dancing or something. I'm not sure. No, I thought it was his last win. That's what I thought I heard, but you might be right. But if you're right, then yeah, his last start was against the Flyers. But I wouldn't put it past them to be wrong. I mean, they're a little better than Sportsnet, but it's not like they're perfect or anything by any means at all. I should be joined at some point by Matt, but when I asked him if he was going to be in tonight, it was like, yeah. So I'm not convinced about that until he shows up. We're underway. Habs win the draw. So I'll be doing a little bit of play-by-play, color commentary, and talking to you guys in the chat, as you regulars all know. Ghislain Hebert, one of the refs tonight, and Furman South, I think his name is. And you know what? The further south he could go, the better. They're both don't have Montreal doesn't win a lot with these guys, so that's another thing going against them. Luca, you could join anyway. I mean, no worries. Just got to remind me to to send you the link. But yeah, no worries. And who knows with Matt? Never know. He's supposed to be here. We're a minute in. Love to see the Habs open the scoring. Let's get off to a really good start. Not well, it doesn't guarantee anything. It just seems that Ottawa has our number lately. So let's hope we turn that around tonight. Hey there, Bobs. Did I see the TSN piece on the goalie mask? No, I didn't. Showed some of the current goalies and described by the keeper. Then Noodles showed off his Gino Reda, like Dryden and Cheevers. Yeah, well, those are two great ones. I love Cheevers' stitches on his mask. But I definitely didn't see that. On here, when it's TSN, they don't show the pregame stuff. Only when it's the Sportsnet show, then they show it. So game don't start till 7. That's when I get it. So we're 2.5 minutes in. I don't see a shot clock, and there's no score. positive vibes in the building. You have to have fans for that. No? Just joking there, Can't Control Life. Sorry. Primo with a save. Covers it up. Bezzetta and Kastelik deciding to cross-check each other. I mean, that's what they're doing, kind of. Um, 3 minutes in now. Still no shot clock. I know there's shots. Oh, maybe the shot clock is like Matt. It's late. That's what it must be. Oh, nice pickoff by Caulfield. Shot. He missed. Just wide. Tried to go for the inside the inside. I don't know what I'm saying. The inside post. Inside the inside post. The short side. Maybe that's the right way to put it. Far side, short side. I'll get it eventually. Montreal's keys. Forecheck hard. Ottawa. Avoid big blunders. No blunders. For a second there, I thought Anderson was back, but it's Sanderson. That's who he said. I know Sanderson's draft year. That's the guy I wanted, or was one of them. I don't remember what year it was, but at least at some point, that's the guy I was hoping for. Turning out to be a good one. Seems like got good points. Anyway. Four and a half minutes in. No score, no shot clock. Oh, Matheson. Come on, stuff it in there. God damn it. Matheson all alone, and he just, I don't know, he couldn't stuff it in on the pads. Good save, I guess, by Corp Salvo. Cat Control Life, totally understandable. No worries. Don't worry. Doesn't have to be hate. It could be friendly competition. Friendly hate. As long as your boys don't get all handsy with their fists, we're going to be okay. And their dirty hits. Oh, that rebound. Good save by Primo, and then the guy missed on the rebound. 6 minutes gone. No clock again. No shot clock. So what's with the shot clock in TSN? That's a pretty quick first so far. What a weird bounce off the backboards. Almost cost us a goal. Good pace now, I'll tell you. Get out of our own end would be nice, and they do. Save Primo from the circle. Shot from the circle. You can kind of see what I was talking about, right? I mean, Ottawa all over us. Most of the time is in our zone here. Yeah. I don't know if it's a good omen, bad omen, what? I don't know what. We'll see. But a good pace so far. Commercial break, and they're shoveling the ice already. Shitty ice or what? Anyway, we'll see what happens. But yeah, I think Montreal's due to beat them. Right, 6 losses in a row, and we're due. The gods of the dew will win it out tonight. All right. Well, if you're here, you can talk. During the game, you can talk to me still. I will try to get it to everybody's comments if I can, and I may even start doing play-by-play soon. You never know. Remember when Kachuk? By the way, a conservative lawyer. Remember when Kachuk tried to steal the game puck from from Primo, first NHL win. Yes. Who was it that somebody stopped him? No, I want to say Weber, but maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, that's why I don't like. I don't like Kachuk, even though that's the guy I wanted instead of KK. And I'd like him if he was here, like we drafted him. Was it Price that stopped him? Yeah, I think you're right. It was Price. But I don't like Kachuk. Oh, that guy just missed on that rebound. Wow, that was close. And Matheson, you went the wrong way. Should have gone the other side and lifted over the damn pad on the backhand. Preems with another save. Renegade Man, I know we were talking. Wait, what day is it today? It's Thursday. So 2 days ago in the podcast, Harry, Matt, and I, we were talking about that. So look for the Have Normals podcast link in the description, and yeah, you'll see. I think the link is for the two pods ago, but it'll get you to the pod. Can't afford Habs scoring. Can't avoid it. You gotta. They're not shutting us out. Come on. And the way your goaltending is playing, you can't afford any scoring. Although you guys are scoring at a decent pace, it's not. It's just you're giving up more than you're scoring. Chuck shot. Primo save. Big rebound. Habs get it out. Big hit by Kachuk. Behind that. It was Matheson he hit, and he's slow to get up. Come on, get it, boys. Oh my God! It hit the post and just they come back and score. I don't know who it was for us, but it hit the post and it just and then they come the other way and score. The asshole Kachuk. Yeah, it's Slav. That was Monahan. Wasn't it Monahan shot? I thought that was him. Damn it! They opened the scoring. I don't like that. It's going to be a long night for us. I have a feeling. The only thing is, Montreal don't give up. So I'm not saying they're going to give up and it's over now. Obviously, it's just I'm worried. Habs scored, but no, it didn't. It didn't. I mean, you want to if they take another look at it, but it didn't look like it. It hit the post and just died there, kind of. Hit it and just sort of came out. It did not go in. What's going on here? I didn't see what happened. Oh, you gave him a snow job? Born to be a Hab, I think so. They should have taken him, man. Bob's your uncle. You would have that would have been something. But yeah, so we had two winners. Bob's was the other one. I think, right? Bob's you had the first win this year? Can't control life. No, I haven't really, but I know it's not over. They give up a lot of goals. But if this really is a trap kind of game for Montreal, we might not score on it. But I don't think we're going to get shut out or anything. I thought it was you, Bobs. Almost halfway through this period, they still haven't got the shot clock up. I wonder what's up with that. Oh, Gooley's 22 tonight. It's his birthday. I didn't realize that. Caden Gooley, happy birthday. Habs going to win for you. Yeah, didn't it look like Kachuk hit him on the numbers? You're not supposed to do that, I thought. But I guess, these refs don't mind. Hey, Sportsnet. It keeps going black. The worst reception, man. I'm supposed to watch it like this, Sportsnet? Really? Yeah, they're really having a good time with the broadcast tonight here Is everybody else getting the same garbage as I'm getting? Yeah, you're playing. We're playing you guys tonight. Can't control. We're not giving you breaks. What are you kidding me? Give the opponent a break. Oh, the Napa Auto Parts guy. Nice. Thankfully, they cut that out real quick. I didn't see what Kachuk did. So the Matheson thing, that's the only thing. Like, right? He should have. I don't know. It wasn't cross checking. It wasn't cross checking. I thought he hit him on the numbers. You're watching ESPN Plus? Yeah, you're like, well, you're in the States, so yeah, it's going to be different. Where's the chivalry? What's that? They don't know what that means. Show the refs what a penalty is. Yeah. Cross check the ref. Hey, that's a cross check. They put their whistles away too early for that. They didn't put their whistles away. They're waiting for the Habs to do something. As soon as Montreal does something wrong, it's going to get called. You guarantee it. Guarantee it, man. Second game results. I see. They've only won one second game of back-to-back this year. Let it ride. Yes, I am. I'm in Montreal. Suburb of Montreal, but I mean, I'm in Montreal. Puck goes out with 9:07 left in the first, and still no shot clock. It's 1-0 Ottawa. Aren't you the lucky one, Bobs? In this game, who's who with Kelly? I didn't see that. Chivalry was an innocent victim of feminism. No. It's 2-0. Preem's having a bad game. And you know what? Please don't like. I'm not coming down on Primo. You know why? Even if he shits the bed completely, why? I mean, look at the starts he's getting. He's not getting regular starts. Yeah, it's not a good thing. This could be a game where that really shows. And yeah, I guess Rick called it as a trap game again. God damn it. You in Cambridge, Minneapolis. No, Minneapolis is the city. Minnesota is the state. Nice. Going to be a long night, or they manage to come back somehow, but I fear maybe not. They're going to score, and we're going to get goalied by them. That's what my prediction kind of was. So let's see. See if I'm right, unfortunately. Say Primo. Stutzla, too. I hate that. The diver gets a goal, and then they got to show Matthews. Makes it even worse. Gonna be one of those nights. Thought they were due too, but maybe not. Listen, there's a lot of hockey left here, so let's not write it. I'm not going to write them off just yet. It's just my gut feeling seems to be happening. We got to. I don't know the shots. They're not showing the goddamn shots. Oh, they're showing them now. 14-2. Wow, and that's one way Corpusalo is going to look really great. We don't get any shots on him. Hang on a sec, Luke. I will. Yeah, I will. Two shots is not bad, depending on the drink. Okay, so you got to give me a second here. Might need that link. Good love, say Primo. No, that's a punch. It's a rock star. No, that's Monster Fruit Punch. I think Pacific Punch, maybe it's called. I rarely drink Can Control. 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven or doubles. Does that mean they're going to double up on the score? No. Two shots. It's going to be one of those games. It's too bad it's not like the one where we had 2 shots and 2 goals. That would have been nice. .703 left in the first. Oh, they score. Caulfield gets one. Nice. Nice. Love the way that bounced over. 4 goals, 4 games. Yeah, he's got a goal in each of his last 4. Nice. Caulfield on a roll. So the goal, he got it with his glove, but like not enough of it, and it bounced up and over. He's a clutching little score. What do you mean by that? Like that's a clutch goal? Let's see if it gives them a boost. Maybe they tie it up here. I thought I was going to go in. One's left. Get it. Monahan got the assist on the Caulfield goal. 5 minutes left in the first. 2-1 Ottawa. The shots are 17-3. Habs got a long way to go to catch up on that. Oh, let it ride. It's not my favorite thing, but they do it to me all the time. .420 left in the first. Love that number. Ooh, dangerous. Come on. .250 left in the first. Is that a pretty quick period, no? Not really. Ooh. Suzuki taken down. Caulfield in the corner. Comes out. Matheson sends it up to. Well, a bounce off. Happening too fast for me tonight. I don't know if I'm doing my play-by-play tonight. My brain's not functioning fast enough. We're down to 2 minutes left in the period. Almost down to a minute. Oh, there's the fight. Punch him. Is that a knockout? Knockout Pizzetta. Pizzetta wins. It was a good fight for Pez there. Broke his nose. Broke whose nose? Yeah, hopefully it fires them up. Although it's right at the end of the period, might not. Hey there, Boozer. Waiting for this commercial to end. And we got, I think it's like a minute one left in the period. Can't control life. I had a girlfriend tell me that once. Who's got a cut on the nose, Lucas? I didn't see anybody with a cut nose. Got the crowd going. That it did. Suzuki taking the draw here. Out. Good for the Ottawa player. Yeah, Luca. I know with Slav, I think he's on pace for 43, which is what I had him at. My the preseason predictions for the. I had him at 18 goals, 25 assists. He won't get the 18 goals, but Would have been nice if they could get a last second goal. Would have been nice. Shoot! Ah, he lost the puck. Damn it. 2-1 after one. Better than 2-0 anyway. Luca, yes. Slav's doing all the good things. I have no doubt. We're going to see a big improvement next season too, And there's still good things to come this year, obviously, I think he's fine. Win at home and you make the playoffs. What do you mean by that? Who's there? Someone knocked? Really? Someone knocked? My door's open. If my son wanted to, my door's open. I doubt anybody knocked. You're hearing things, man. It's the anxiety. It's just me. Or the push at the last second. Caulfield was way offside. Didn't notice that. Could have been. I didn't notice. Didn't matter anyway because didn't amount to anything, so it doesn't matter. No goal that can be called back. All right, so we got this intermission. I think Luca will be joining me. Luca, by the way, I sent you the link, and yeah, we'll talk. We'll talk. Montreal hasn't won at home for 2 years. Did they make the playoffs? Montreal hasn't won at home for. What do you mean by won at home? Their home record isn't the winning record. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? I mean, the reason Montreal didn't make the playoffs is because they were shit the last 2 years, basically. So, how are we going to make the playoffs? No worries, Luca. It's much better. Yeah, second half of the period was better. Yeah, okay, I'll give you that. I just worry the Pez fight late in the period might not have the effect it might have had earlier in the period. We'll see. Well, I mean, but Paul, I mean, I guess teams that don't win at home aren't going to really win. They're not good teams, right? If you're not winning at home, you're probably not winning on the road. You're not winning enough games to make the playoffs. We make the playoffs if Doc was hurt day 2, but with 30-odd games left, you sure? You positive about that? I mean, I think we have a better chance, and you might be right. You might be right, actually, But, again, if my aunt had balls, she'd be my uncle. So, it's a big if because it's what happened. Bezzetta took fight classes with George Larac this summer, and it shows. Is that what he did? Hey, Alex, how's it going? Sofka, they're defending against the score champion. Montreal is a road team this year. They are 10-11 on the road. That's not a winning record either. How is that they're a road team? Larac was born strong. Came out of his mom lifting weights. More points. They're 11, 10. They're 10 and 11, 10, 11 and 0, I think, on the road. How is that more points than what? More points than at home. Yeah, they have a better record on the road. Not a winning one, but a better record. Okay, I don't get the dance reference. Okay, you sent it to. I didn't see an email, so you must have sent it after I was in there. I was just in there. I didn't look at my my mail though. Don't worry, I'll find it. We'll figure it out, man. Welcome in, Joe. Hey there, Lou. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, been a long time. Habs 10, 7, and 4 on the road. Habs 10, 7, and 4 on the road? Yeah. And what did I say? What did I say their record was? 10 and 11 on the road. 10, 7, and 4 is basically the same as 10 and 11 on the road. Okay, it is. Because those 4 are losses. Aha, Safka. Yeah, no, I'll check it out when I'll check it out in a bit. Looks like that Apple cock guy's clone bought the Sens. But they show Andlauer. Name is Andlauer. Hey, Andre, where are you? Well, you left and came back? Because I said hi to you before. Warm, very humid and sunny there, eh? Not here. It's actually right now is our coldest night of the winter season so far. What? How did you get Joe's in Mexico? She's in Australia. Cook, not cock. Oh, I gotta read that again. Looks like that Apple Cook guy is clone. Oh, the Apple Tim Cook you're talking about. That's a powerful Freudian slip. No, you wrote. Oh, no. Okay, it's my bad eyesight. I see it now. It says Cook. Sorry about that, Phil. Oh, that was hi to Louise. Well, I answered for her. But who's that minus 21? I'm not sure exactly where you are, but I mean that's with the wind chill, no? I could be wrong, but I didn't think it was getting that cold. Well, but Phil, maybe he wants to be called Tim Cock. Might be a fantasy of his. His porno name. It would be Cox with an X. It's my eyesight. What do you want from me? Yeah, but I think that's not what we were talking about. We were just talking about the wins and losses. That's what I thought. And anyways, also in my home and away thing there, it shows it said 10 and 11. It doesn't break down, I guess, the overtime losses and shootout losses. He said Thin Cock. Oh, maybe that's what his porno name is. Tim Cook is Thin Cock. Oh, you have Thin Cock and Fat Cock, and they do a Laurel and Hardy sex video. A doodle doo? What does that mean? Why a doodle doo? I mean, I don't know. I'm losing my mind tonight. Let it ride. It's not just Matt. It's most people. Hey, Luca, how's it going?
Hey, good. How's everyone doing?
Doing good, man.
Good.
Bob's your uncle. I'm not saying that like Mike. He's just Mike Hunt. You know that one? Call a bar. I'd like to speak to Mike Hunt. Is there? I'm not doing it. It's from like Simpsons did it even. So what's been up there, Mr. Luca?
Not much. Been busy with school, but I have the night off tonight, so figured I'd stop by and say hi. I know it's been a while.
It's been a little while, man. So what's bringing you to the Rocket game?
I'm in Belleville right now. So
they're playing the Bulls.
Yeah, they're playing.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, they're playing Belleville on Saturday night. So
okay, it makes a lot of sense actually. I didn't think of it in those terms.
Yeah.
You're in Belleville. Last year you were where? In
Well, it's for my placements. So my school placements. I have a placement.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because you were in Kingston.
Kingston, yeah.
Yeah, where Shane Wright was playing.
Yeah, that's where I normally go to school, but now they've got me in a placement in Belleville now. So
well, that's cool.
I'll go back to Kingston in the summer.
In the summer. Oh, you're in school all year round.
All year round, yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Takes a lot to be a doctor. It's not easy being a doctor. Yeah. It ain't easy being Luca.
Yeah, and can't control life. I am not a Sens fan, unfortunately.
Why? Where did he get Sens fan?
He says finally Sens fan, go Luca.
You're wearing a Habs logo on your
yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry to burst your bubble there.
Yeah. Not a lot of. How many Sens fans hang out here? Like, there's one or two. That's about it. We don't get that many other fan base fans. No, I've noticed this. Leafs playing like shit. Haven't had one of the guys, the Leafs fans in here. Yeah. And I noticed on Twitter nothing from
Adam was a regular.
Yeah, Adam's a regular. He hasn't come in. Zachary hasn't come in.
Yeah.
It's tough, man. It's tough to be a Leafs fan.
I know.
We're loving it, though.
Now Toronto sports media is talking about them not even making the playoffs.
Hey, listen, I predicted this before the season. I'm sure that was in my – I predicted they're not going to make the playoffs. I'm just not sure if it was last year or this year. I think it was this year. But, yeah, it's nice to see that people are starting to go, like, they might not make the play. Yeah, no goalies. And if you make the playoffs, you're in and out in 4 games. Right? They dropped into 4th, so
they lost their 4th straight. Like, they lost their 4th straight after blowing the lead.
Yeah.
They talked to Marner after the game, and Marner says, "We're playing awesome."
That's what I heard. Great team. It's a great team. What? It's a great team.
Playing awesome. It's like a Pee-wee answer.
Yeah.
What's your guys' performance? What's your assessment of your guys' performance? Oh, we're playing awesome.
Yeah. But isn't that their problem there is that there's something missing from these guys. And I mean, I say they don't have You notice I'm pointing to the right part for the heart.
Yeah.
They don't have that heart. None of them do. I mean, I don't know what else you call it.
Yeah.
They're satisfied with we win. We win or we don't win. So what? We're making a lot of money. Did you see our contracts? That's what they're into. So now they signed Nylander, that kind of money. What do they do next year with 5 guys? Because you include what's his name, the defenseman. 5 guys making $53 million.
Mm-hmm. And then Marner is up for contract extension too.
Marner and Tavares after
They're both
next
up
year.
for contract extensions next year.
Yeah, that's crazy though.
Mm-hmm.
They got to move one of them.
Well, if you're thinking Nylander's making $11.5 million, Marner's going to be asking for more than that.
I know, it's crazy. And then what's Tavares going to ask for? He can't get that kind of money now.
No, I think if he's the one guy that would take a hometown discount.
Well, he's going to have to at his age.
Yeah.
Plus, he's also he also, I mean, as a captain, kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Doesn't imagine your captain, and I think it was in overtime. Did you see that play where he just gave up on it in his own end, and they scored on that play where he's just standing there at the line looking like, oh, are you gonna get it back to me? What? That's your captain. Anyway, we love to bash the Leafs here, so sometimes I do it a little too much. Is there such a thing as that? Too much Leaf bashing? I don't think so. So what else is up with? Have you been watching much Habs games? Because I know
off and on. It depends. Like if it's a Saturday night game, I'm able to tune in, but weeknight games are difficult.
I imagine.
But Saturday night games, I'm able to tune in on pretty much most, if not all of them. So,
okay. So let me ask you something. It's been a while since last time you were here. Had Arbor been sent down?
I think so.
So what do you think timeline on his return?
I don't see a reason to bring him up right now. So
right.
It's like, does he stay there for the rest of the season? I mean, if there's no injuries on the defensive end, I don't see a reason why he comes back up and then he earns his spot in next year's training camp.
My understanding from reading things is he will be back up before the end of the season. More than likely after the All-Star break. But is that a guarantee? It's from sports writers, so, I mean, it could be wrong.
And that would be assuming they move a D-man or two at the trade deadline, probably.
Yeah, I kind of thinking, and I think I've mentioned this in one of the pods or whatever, but yeah, kind of thinking that's the timeline actually works out kind of. Because all the trade deadline trades, they kind of now start, after the All-Star game ends and up until the trade deadline. And you get a lot of trades now before the deadline. Yeah, that could work out. Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking he'll be back, though, before the end of the season. Although maybe not if they're in a playoff push there, right?
We'll see. We'll get a better understanding of what it looks like after the All-Star break. And they'll definitely be like, are we going to hold and try and push for a wild card spot, or are we going to be selling at the deadline?
Yeah. Well, Hughes in his press conference said that. So, they're almost back already. Monahan, the trade that everyone, did you hear the rumor that they'd promised Monahan that the deadline they'll trade him to a contender?
I didn't hear about it until like very recently, and I don't know how much credibility there is to it.
Right, because after what Hughes said, where they're not decided yet whether they're buyers or sellers, why are you selling Monahan like next week? Why would that be? Right? Yeah. If you're waiting to see how you're doing at the deadline, you're not trading Monahan now, but people are still dead set that they're trading Monahan any minute. I don't see it. Oh. I actually think Monahan could easily be re-signed.
I think he could be re-signed, no problem. I mean, you look at the team we're playing against tonight right now, Ottawa, they're in year 6 of a rebuild, and they're still a lottery team. They're still top 5 worst team in the NHL right now because they didn't build with the veterans at the same time. Right? They would have loved to have had Claude Giroux year 1, year 2 of the rebuild.
Right.
They would love to have a guy like Sean Monahan, year 1, year 2 of the rebuild, right? To teach the younger players those habits. And that's why Ottawa is sitting here year 6 of a rebuild and
still sucking.
they're in the same spot that they were in year 1 of the rebuild.
Pretty much, though, isn't it? Pretty much, exactly. And pretty much,
so they didn't have the veterans coming up with them. So I don't see why like we're in a rush to trade Sean Monahan unless we're getting a first round pick plus something else, either maybe like a B tier prospect or maybe like a first.
I heard the asking price is a first round pick or a second and a good prospect.
Yeah, a good prospect. Okay.
But even that
first round pick is going to be a late first round pick.
Right, exactly. Because it's not going to be from a lower team. It's going to be from a contending team. Right. Yeah. So it's, re-signing him could have a way more value. And Matt and I have been talking about this for a while now, and it could have way more value. And the same thing goes for Matheson.
Yeah.
Because you got to have some veteran guys there. You got to have.
And Matheson's like contract, he's got what, 3 years left on the contract?
He's got, I think, 2. This one and next. I think after that it's up, but I think you may re-sign him.
Look, I don't see why they don't re-sign them. Like, I don't see why Matheson doesn't get re-signed like at $4 million a season or something like that for a few seasons, and then Monahan maybe $3 million a season for a couple seasons. Like, because there's so many young defensemen. I mean, in Matheson's case, there's so many young defensemen coming through that would benefit from having a guy like Mike Matheson to look up to.
100%. Didn't Caden Gooley just say? Oh, that was Savard. Somebody said, I guess you could say that about Savard too. I don't think they have the 2 veterans stay. And if it's me and I'm picking, it's Matheson that I'm going to go with.
Yeah, Matheson will be the guy that stays.
That's what I think. So, but yeah, I mean, so I think because I thought that Matheson. No, you're not resigning Matheson because of all the young kids coming up, but it's the opposite, really. It's why you might resign Matheson. Is because of all the young.
It would be a mistake to let Matheson go at this point.
I think so too. Now
until at least 3 of Gooley, Reinbacher, Hudson, Mayu, at least 3 of those guys can play 20 minutes a night.
Right.
Right.
Which realistically is, 3 years down the road.
Yeah, exactly. That's 3 years down the road.
Although Gooley's kind of doing that, isn't he? But you said 3 of them.
Gooley's the only guy doing that.
Yeah.
Right. And Barron as well. I forgot Barron. You have to throw Barron in there too. So like out of those 5 guys, you need at least 3 of those guys to be top 4 D-man before you can move Matheson out.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
So,
and for me, the change on Matheson, I was reading some things recently, and it's like, they're right. They're right about you can't trade Matheson because people are talking about him too. Like you're going to get great value for him. Trade him now. No.
Mm-hmm. Ken Hughes loves Mike Matheson as a person too, not just as a hockey player.
Yes, and he knows because he's his agent. He was
exactly,
so he really knows the guy.
And he's a stand-up guy. Like I don't watch too many interviews with players, things like that. But I always go back to the one interview that Matheson did on the Sick podcast with Tony Marinaro, and 5-10 minutes in, I was hooked. And I watched the whole hour. I couldn't stop because of how well-spoken Matheson is and just how much of a stand-up guy he is off the ice.
I don't hear him in English anymore because all the stuff they do with the games and all, they only interview him in French because he can speak French.
Yeah. If you want to watch a really good interview with him, it's him and Tony Marinaro. They did a good interview together.
I might take a look for that.
Yeah.
So we're like 4 minutes into the second period here. I'm sorry, guys. When Luca's on, I kind of ignore the chat, but it's okay. We're entertaining, okay? Got to have you on the podcast one time. Maybe in the summer be easier for you. We're on the Habs podcast now.
Okay.
Yeah, we got Trig Wilson is coming up. Hockey Junkie's going to be on, and the Habs and Dabs guys over the next few weeks.
Yeah, shoot me some dates and I'll see if any of them work.
We record usually on Wednesday nights.
Okay.
So and well, you're the same time thing. So usually at 8:00 Wednesday nights. So
Wednesday nights, 8:00.
Yeah. And which I have a feeling might not work great for you.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, weeknights aren't the greatest.
But we can do a pre-recorded segment with you on a night that's good for you, and then add it in.
Yeah, it would have to be probably on a weekend.
Yeah, that's so we'll be in touch. I'll shoot you an email when I have an idea of the schedule exactly, because we're working on we got 2 podcasts going, a Habs and an NHL one.
Okay. All right. What about Joshua Waugh? First few games.
First 2 games, but last night he got his legs. And he wasn't perfect, and he didn't look like he wasn't super impressive. But I mean, he played a good game. It was a nice goal. He might be starting to get his legs now, but the first 2 games he looked a little uncomfortable, not sure, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I think I don't know that he's fully ready yet or not.
Mm-hmm. I think the one thing that'll come with time is like the speed at which he processes the game, right? Because like in the QMJHL, right, he's moving a step ahead of everybody, right, in junior hockey. And then at the AHL, he's moving at the speed of the AHL game,
right?
And then the NHL is another step.
Yeah, he's got to catch up to the NHL
play, right?
Which kind of is, I guess, that's kind of what you're seeing. Like where I'm saying he's not comfortable fully. It's right. It's the speed of the game.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was a decent game last night. He had, and if he can start to put those together, I don't think he sticks because you'd have to have more injuries. But it's a good first look.
Oh, he's a good player, and I wasn't sure if he'd be able to develop the defensive side of the puck, but he was almost forced to with Team Canada at the World Juniors last year.
But that season, I was reading a story where he made he was going to get better defensively. That's what he was working on that year, and he did a good job at that.
Yeah, and he's an all situations guy now.
200-foot game.
So I mean, good for him.
No, definitely. But it was something that he worked on specifically last season, and he did a great job at improving that. Yeah, and he was one of the best players at for Team Canada.
He was. That whole line, Connor Bedard, and I'm trying to remember who was on that line. I think it was it Stankoven? Was it Othman? It's one of those guys.
Could be. Yeah. I'm thinking though, Stankoven isn't a defenseman?
No, Stankoven's a forward.
Yeah, so I think it might have been Stankoven.
Yeah. No, it was. They had a great line. Primo with the save there. Yeah. You know what? After those first couple goals, Primo settled into this.
Yeah, he has. I was worried about.
Yeah.
I was worried how it was going to go with him. He's not getting enough games. They got to.
No, he's just not. Goalies have to get touches, and touches in practice are different than touches.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 100%.
It's not even close.
No, he definitely needs more games. So I don't know what they're going to do about that. How long they're going to wait, but.
They just showed a highlight of Chabot skating and stick handling. There's a player right there.
Yeah, he's always injured though.
Heck of a player. I know. He's made of glass, but
yeah,
he is a great player.
Yeah, without a doubt. I had him in my pool.
Yeah. You can only hope that Reinbacher becomes somewhat similar to him. If Reinbacher can become that type of player, because they were drafted around the same pick, right? Chabot was an early first-round pick as well.
Yeah, Chabot was a high pick like that, middle of the top 10. Somewhere there, 6 or something, was it? Or that's his number, maybe.
Let's see.
He was a high pick.
18th. He was drafted 18th, so a little bit later.
18th. I thought it was higher.
He was a little bit later than Reinbacher, but still, first-round pick.
By the way, I heard a story. Because Reinbacher didn't have, that team wasn't great. He didn't have the best season. Apparently, all that hate that he got he admitted it caught up to him, and he had a
Mm.
little trouble with that, and it affected his season. So all the haters out there, well, you affected the kid, for nothing too.
It sucks.
Yeah. So, but he's playing better from what I hear, and he's had a good season in general. Just he said he admitted it got to him.
Yeah, I haven't been keeping up.
I heard this just yesterday about it. And like I'm not surprised. I mean, he's 18 years old. The things they were saying about him.
I know. Outside of the Habs junior hockey players here in Canada, I haven't been able to watch too much of their other prospects aside from watching Lane Hudson at the World Juniors.
Right. Well, how disappointed were you in Canada's 11 seconds left loss?
I wouldn't say I was disappointed because I didn't have high expectations for them.
Okay, but still, I mean, it's still Canada. You got to.
I didn't expect them to win gold, but again, I didn't expect them to get bounced in the quarters either. But I didn't expect them to win gold either.
I didn't expect them to win gold either, to be honest. That's from what I had read and everything.
The thing is, that was the COVID year, right? So that was the COVID year, like that was the COVID cohort, the kids that got their development cut the most due to COVID.
Yeah.
Right? They're 13, 14, 15, 16, like 14, 15, 16-year-old seasons.
Yeah.
All got cut due to COVID.
Yeah, that's right.
So now trying like 18, 19, 20 years old, right? Losing those years of development, it's tough. And the top eligible players for the team are NHLers, right?
Yeah.
So,
COVID really affected a lot of kids in a bad way that way. The development.
And the U.S. team returned almost their entire team from last year.
Really? Was it
minus Cooley and a couple other players?
And Canada, I think the only returning player was Beck, if I remember.
Yeah, for sure. So, U.S. had almost their entire team made up of NCAA players. The difference between guys playing junior hockey at 19 years old against 16-year-olds and guys playing NCAA against 23, 24-year-olds.
Yeah. It is a difference.
There is a difference, for sure. You see it. You saw what Lane Hudson was able to do.
How impressed were you at the juniors? He found his defensive game there, it seems.
Yeah, he played both sides of the puck well, but still the ability to stick handle and to be so shifty and deceptive with his movements. Like, he's not the fastest skater, but he is shifty.
Oh, definitely. He's like a greased pig, as they say. I don't know how much of that will translate in his first couple of seasons, but at some point it will. You got to think, right? That shiftiness. I mean, he's not going to get away with what he can get away with now, but he will get away with some of it.
Well, small players have figured out how to play despite their size at every level that they've been at.
He's not that small anymore. Did you see him take on that 6'4" guy?
Oh yeah, that was funny.
And quickly too. He dispatched him really quick, without really having to hit him. He just took him down.
Gold medal game. That was the kid's first shift on the ice on the game, and he decides to go after one of, if not the smallest players on the ice. And he held his own, right?
Yeah, he did. He won that he got him down.
Yeah.
And I don't think the guy hit him. Maybe he hit him once. Mm-hmm. He threw a lot of punches, and he just sort of did that and then had him on the ground. It was really cool.
Mm-hmm. We're just about halfway through the second.
Yeah. Halfway through.
Yeah, I'm at 10:40. That's my time set.
Oh, okay. I'm ahead of you.
Okay. Top line is back out there. Top line has been amazing for them, honestly. Considering they're drawing the toughest matchups night in, night out. They're drawing the team's toughest matchup every single night.
They
because
are. Without a
there's
doubt.
only one line that you really have to match up against for the Habs, and it's the top line.
They're gonna score here.
Oh, jeez.
Chartier.
Rebound.
3-1 Ottawa. Damn it. They might look at contact. Oh.
Let's see.
Oh.
Was there goal interference?
Oh. I don't think he was pushed into him, so that could be interference.
No. I still don't, but the puck was in after the contact was made anyway. Like,
hang on, let's see what they do.
It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard for this to be.
You don't think? They're not challenging. You're right. They're not challenging.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
Yeah, that's the right call to not challenge that. Because he shot the puck. Puck was going in, and then he ran into him after.
Okay.
And
I was honestly, my eye wasn't on the puck.
And Primo was also at the edge of the crease, if not a little bit out of the crease too. So the contact didn't happen in the crease.
Oh, okay, that makes a bit of difference.
So it's
no, that makes everything. If he's out of the crease, then contact.
I don't know. From the angle they showed, it looked like where the contact was made. He wasn't fully in the crease where the contact was made. So.
And also, he might have gone into him not purposely, not pushed. Just it's kind of incidental contact, I guess.
Incidental contact. He's going for the puck, right? He's going for the puck,
so
and
that happens, and that's not interference.
Out. Yeah. So.
And if Primo's outside the crease a little bit, then yeah, as long as he's not contacting him like that in the crease, not goalie interference. Mm-hmm. Am I right about that? Yeah, the goalie has to be in his crease, or it's not goalie interference.
Yeah.
Once he steps out of the crease, he can take contact like that. Not like crazy on purpose contact, but yeah. You know what's surprising me? Ottawa's not dirtier than they're usually pretty dirty. And it's been a much cleaner game. Also, people saying that, it's too bad Arbor's not up for this game and all that. They beat us 6 games in a row. Arbor was here all 4 games. Well, not all 4, but he played a few of them. We've lost with Arbor in the lineup. These guys just have our number.
Yeah.
Some teams, it's just like that, Just like that.
It's like Minnesota in Minnesota or San Jose in San Jose.
Oh, San Jose.
Right?
Yeah, that's the low point of the season, the loss to San Jose. And with Monty in that, that's what was really really sucky about that.
Yeah, so what about Montembeault? Is he a number 1 goalie?
Without a doubt. My opinion, he's a number 1. If you want to say, well, maybe not on every team, okay. But without a doubt here, he's a number 1. And he needs to, and they're starting to play him like that. He's getting more starts than everybody. He'll get 2 in a row to their 1 each, or 2 to their 1 each. Yeah, I mean, when he's really on, he's great. It's just that he's got to get a little more consistency, just a little more.
My question is can he start 50 games in a season, right?
I think so.
So, I don't know if I'm there yet.
Mentally, he's got that part of it. So I don't see why not.
Yeah.
I don't think he lets whatever bad. I don't think he lets it get to him. He's got that personality. Carey Price said that this kid has the right personality for Montreal to be successful.
Mm-hmm. Oh, puck just went through the crease there for us. Thought it was a goal. I could see Fowler and Montembeault as a 1A, 1B situation.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if Montembeault is a guy that's going to get you 50, 55 starts.
Well,
35 wins.
I don't know that part. I don't know. Can he start in 50 games? I believe he's got the mental makeup to do that. I mean, that's where I'm coming from in saying that.
Mm-hmm. And they're like I don't watch NCAA hockey, but
I don't. But Fowler's doing
I've
really
heard
good.
multiple. Yes, I've seen the stats, and I've heard multiple scouts that watch a lot of hockey say that Jacob Fowler is the real deal.
He's the real deal. I'm pretty sure of that. I mean, he'd have to have a real big drop off for that not to be true. And he made the jump to college like seamlessly. His numbers were still great. Like he,
Yeah,
you know,
his USHL numbers were unbelievable. Like
I know,
you
but
don't see
then
950 save percentages.
okay, I didn't expect that in college,
like,
but he's still 930 something
yeah,
in college.
he's still 920, 930, something like that in college, which is still great.
He made the jump seamlessly, you know.
So it's just that elite forward is that last piece of the puzzle they're missing right now.
Yeah. Unless they draft him till they're ready, then they can sign somebody, and they're not ready yet for that. You're wasting a couple of years of paying a guy when you're not ready as a team yet. So, and they may develop one.
They won't if they win the lottery, then obviously the problem is solved. But if they don't win the lottery, which is more than likely going to happen,
right?
Then it's either you're going to sign a top free agent with all the cap space you have in a few years from now, or you're going to trade one of your 4 young budding defensemen.
Which Hugh said he is not. He's willing to do that. To trade young D talent because they have a lot, but I mean, you're not talking about. There's certain guys you're not talking about. They're not.
No, I would say there's 3 guys that you don't talk about. And we're probably on the same page about the 3 guys that you don't talk about.
Gooley.
Yeah.
I'm putting Jack-Eye in there, so I might expand that to 4 personally.
Okay, you could expand it. I don't know if I would expand it to 4, even though Jack-Eye was my high school classmate.
I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna tell him, and he's gonna come looking for you, man.
No, at the home opener, we waved to each other.
I know how you told me.
Yeah, that was funny.
So, who are the other 2 for you? Let me see. Do I have them? I'm blanking on the goddamn defense now. Aaron is one for you.
No, it'll be Gooley and then the future top pairing.
Oh, well, yeah, Reinbacher and Hudson, of course.
Yeah, those are the 3 that I'm not touching. Anyone else is fair game. I'm listening.
I get your point. If the deal is right.
If the deal is right,
I get your point. But I'm throwing Jack-Eye in there for me personally. But I don't disagree with you. And I think, they're going to be willing to do that.
Yeah.
Because they're going to have to. And he said waivers might force our hand. Yeah. And when you can't waive anybody to send them down, and you're gonna have to trade somebody. So
yeah, and the issue right now is they have 7 young defensemen for 5 spots.
Yeah,
because Matheson takes up a spot.
Yeah, I think they move on Savard maybe at the deadline for sure next year. But Matheson has to take a spot. So, yeah, you got 5. Well, 6 because you have the 7th defenseman.
Yeah, that's fair. But you don't want someone
I get it.
Guy or Jaden Struble being your 7th.
No, I get it. I get it.
Right? Like when they can get something, right? When you can get something for them, you'd rather a Chris Weidman or a Jonathan Kovacevic being your 7th defenseman.
Yeah, no, I get that point. That point. But Struble's made a spot for himself. Struble's definitely become somebody you don't really want to have to move on.
Yeah, Struble's a good player.
He's fit in there like he's like steady. Like a guy is from the first game to now, he's as steady as they come.
Well, him and Harris took the same development path, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Spent their entire time in the NCAA, signed right at the end, and they're coming into the league at 22 years old. Both of them came in at 22 years old each.
Yeah.
So.
But I thought I had written Struble off as a guy that will get traded. There's not really a spot here for him. Then he came in and played, and it's like, wow. I should have thought that through better.
Yeah. You got to trust the Biceps Club. Made a couple good picks in that draft.
They did.
They made a couple good picks in that draft.
They did.
Cole
did you see teams that have drafted and had players come in and score goals in the NHL, all the teams, Montreal's at the top of the list with 11. So their drafting over the last 4 or 5 years has been good, or they wouldn't be at the top of that list.
Yeah, I remember watching that video, and Bergevin goes, when they draft Struble, this kid is a Greek god. That's what he says.
That's what he said, yeah.
That's what he said about Struble. He's a Greek guy at 18.
Yeah.
Right? So
he's a fitness freak. Like, he's in top shape, that kid. Wow, we're almost through the period already. Oops, sorry, guys, in the chat. I missed the Kachuk no call. I missed most of what happened in this period, unfortunately. I do that a lot, though.
Bob's your uncle says he didn't hear Mayu's name in the conversation of untouchable defensemen.
Well, he hasn't worked his way into that yet.
I don't think he's untouchable.
Well, okay. As Habs fans, I know. I mean, we want to see him here and all that, but when you get right down to it, and you know, it's a business, and you got to kind of be brutal sometimes in that, you know, you're probably right that he's not an untouchable, but it's going to take, if he develops fully, I think he needs another year after this one. Yeah. You got to have to revisit it then. Unless you get an offer, and you can't refuse it.
He's an all-star in his first year of professional hockey. He's an AHL all-star, right?
He's got potential.
I mean, there's something to be said about that. His offensive game is great, at least from when I watched him play in London. I'm gonna watch on Saturday night, and I'll see him live, right? Yep. So, he's gonna be a good player. But like I said,
gonna be.
I said, if you want to add elite scoring talent and you can't do it through free agency,
no,
you're going to have to give up good assets for elite.
Yeah, I think there's a good chance that one of these really top assets of ours prospects might have to be used in a trade at some point. That's potential.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's because they have so many. They have a lot, those, right? So you can't keep them all anyway.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, they're gonna have to, if they're not gonna sign somebody or if they don't win the lottery. You're either banking on Sean Farrell or Philip Méchard to be one of your elite wingers,
right? Or you're signing somebody if you find that you're in a playoff race and you're gonna have to. If they get to the playoffs quicker than they thought, they're probably gonna have to sign somebody. And they'll be able to. They'll have the money. I think players are going to want to come to play for Coach Marty. And to win in Montreal is like the ultimate. So if they believe Montreal is going to be a winner, players will want to come here. And you have to pay them a little more because of the taxes. That's really what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Power play.
Yeah, Brandstrom in the box for tripping, I think it was.
Tripping.
Yeah. So hopefully the power play can get them to within 1 here, and then if they can go into the period down 3-2, there's a chance that they can win.
Yeah.
Caulfield, down low.
Ooh.
Up for Matheson, over to Suzuki. I'm probably behind everybody.
Yeah, you're 20 seconds behind me.
Okay. There's no point in me doing it.
And I'm behind too, so.
Yeah.
Where are you watching it on?
I think it's Sports Surge.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so you're going to be a little behind me. I'm on Sportsnet on the streaming.
Oh, okay.
Nice. The what do they call whatever their big package?
Yeah, Sportsnet Now Premium or something.
Sportsnet Now, yeah.
Yeah. My broke student.
Well, no, I had Habs Guru actually gifted that to me, so.
Oh, wow.
Believe me, I wouldn't be able to afford it either.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you what, not even worth it. I still need a VPN to get most of the games because they're mostly blacked out.
That's ridiculous. Like, how can you pay for a premium NHL package and still have your games blacked out?
because they don't care who you're. They ask you what your team is. They don't care what your team is as far as what you're going to get. You know what it is. If it's on Sportsnet, you get it. If it's not, like TSN or whatever, you don't. You need your VPN, and half the games are on something else. So yeah, I had to get a VPN on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, their signal sucks too.
Yeah.
It's
You
horrible.
can't get like an NHL center ice, like.
I don't know. We decide. I don't know. We decided on this. I didn't know. This is my first time ever getting any of these things. So yeah, next year I might try something different if that's the case.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they didn't capitalize on that goddamn power play.
Slav wasn't. I didn't see if Slav was on the first unit, but he wasn't on the.
Yeah, he's on the first unit.
On the first unit, okay. I didn't see.
Yeah, he's been on there for like 10 games now, or maybe a little more.
Yeah, I thought he was, but like I said, I haven't watched too many games in a while. So. Born to be a Hab, had a bad feeling about this game. Me too.
Yeah, I called this a trap game potentially, and it is, even though it's a loose, using it loosely because Montreal's not high enough in the standings really, but it's what it is. They should win this game, and they're not going to. Now for sure it's 4-1. Tarasenko scores.
Okay, time to pull up Tankathon. Where are we at in the lottery?
Oh, you know what? I haven't changed my thought. Well, I had originally thought maybe they finish around 12th from the bottom. Now that they're down in the bottom 10, I reevaluated, and I kind of think they're going to finish in the bottom 10. Not low, but 8, 9, 10.
8th right now.
Ninth going into tonight. Actually, they moved up after last night.
They moved up. Okay.
Yeah.
So they'll probably be back to 8th after this loss.
Yeah, I can.
Well, Buffalo and Minnesota are worse than both of them, and those two teams are going to end up being better than Montreal at the end of the year.
Well, but Buffalo's only 1 point behind us, so it's not like they're far behind.
That's why, and Minnesota
just behind them. Yeah,
yeah, Minnesota's starting to play better as well.
But
Columbus, Anaheim, Chicago, and San Jose, you're not going to touch them.
Slashing call, Montreal on the power play again. No, I don't. It's going to be hard for them late in the season to start leapfrogging teams into, I was just hoping, my prediction was they'd be in a bit of a race for a wild card, and then somewhere late February, they start dropping out of it, and end up down near the bottom.
I think on one of your streams, I said they were going to finish 22nd in the league. So 10th.
I had them at 21st, so we weren't far off. Yeah,
well, not too far off.
But I've kind of adjusted that. I do think now it's going to be in the bottom.
Yeah, and then we made that prediction with Newhook, Doc, Dvorak, Anderson. Right?
It's a huge difference.
Four of their top 9 forwards healthy, right?
Yeah.
So replacing 4 of those top 9 forwards with 4 AHL forwards takes you from a fringe, maybe fighting for a wild card spot around the trade deadline team to a lottery team.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm not unhappy. If they get a top 10 pick, that's going to be a good forward they're going to get there.
A top 10 pick is going to be a good forward. I'm looking at the forwards right now, and there's a few guys that I like here.
Yep, there's some guys there that they can get.
Range. Like I said, I haven't been able to watch them live, but watch them at like the under 18s, like on Tankathon. They have Berkeley Catton at 8th right now, and watching him at the under 18s, he's a great player.
you got to put it on. This goal, he held the goalie. I don't know what I just saw there. Kelly's just like, he's not holding him, but he's keeping them from going back. How is that possible?
Let's see.
That's interference.
They're showing the replay right now.
They already call it? No goal? Yeah, he's being challenged.
Yeah. Parker Kelly was in the crease. That's going to be a no goal.
He got it. And he's holding him back. He's not allowing Primo to move.
It's no goal.
Oh, he's in the crease. You're not kidding.
He's in the crease. He's in the crease making contact in the crease. It's no goal.
Yeah, it's no goal.
Yeah.
Not that it's going to change the outcome probably, but that's no goal.
No, it'll be overturned very easily. See, that's the difference between that being a no goal and the previous one being a no goal. Is the contact is in the crease.
Yeah, it's in the crease, and there's nobody pushed him. He backed up into him, and he's holding him there.
The puck wasn't there. He wasn't making a play.
Not even close. So he couldn't get over to stop that puck. That's interference. Didn't take him long either. So that's no goal. Well, they get it right when it's so obvious, right? They can't. Imagine if they came out and said no goalie interference. Wouldn't have shocked me though. Well, it would have. Actually.
I had to change the angle.
Oh, no worries.
There we go.
It's not that he didn't attempt to save it. He was stuck there. The guy he couldn't get back. He had him by the shoulder there with the body.
Well, 4-1 instead of 5-1.
But if they have a good third, they could possibly come back. I mean, listen, Ottawa sucks, so it's possible they can come back on her. But I said, trap game, we're going to get goalied. Because Korpisalo is so bad, he's going to goalie us tonight. And so far, I'm not that wrong. Although it's not like there's a ton of shots. But still.
All right, I'm gonna head off.
No worries, buddy. Thanks. Yeah. It was a good visit.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, hopefully
I'll get back to you about working out something to be on the pod.
Okay, and hopefully the third period goes better for them.
Yeah, hopefully it does.
If not, we'll drop back for Mac. Just keep dropping back for Mac.
No worries. And I got the note, by the way, to send you the link. So when you're at the Rocket game, if you want to jump in, you'll have the link.
Sure. It'll be on Saturday night. Game starts at 7. Maybe during one of the intermissions, they'll do
absolutely.
Live from the stands or something.
That'd be really cool.
Maybe just quick 5-10 minutes update you guys on how it's going.
Absolutely. All right, man. Have a good night, and thanks for being here. Appreciate it.
All right. Everyone watching, have a great night. Go Habs, go.
Ciao, buddy. All right. Nice to have Luca aboard. Always some good analysis with Luca. All right. So I'm back, and I'll be back to talking to you guys here in the chat. So I hope you're not mad at me. Okay, we're going to just take over from the bottom of this. So just keep talking to me, and I'll be back to my normal self here. As we have an intermission. So what am I talking about? So let's talk here in the chat for the intermission. It wasn't luck for you, Cat Control Life. Relax. Don't blame him. We're going to come back in the third. Marty's going to kick ass, and everyone's going to come out fighting. At least, though, that they didn't blow that interference call. It's a big ask, I think, for them to get 3 goals, at least to tie it up and go to overtime. But it could, the Ottawa defense not very good. They give up a lot of goals. Korpisalo's the worst, amongst the worst goalies in the league. Yeah, there's a chance. Matt Outdoor, yeah. See, you left and you jinxed them. You should have stayed. It's your fault, man. If we don't win this game, we'll legit need to fire Burrows. We can't play the worst team in the league and put on a stinker like this. But Harry, you got it. They're not worse than the league, but Ottawa's got our number. I mean, there's something to say for that. When you lose 6 in a row to one team, they got your number, and that's that. What's the word I'm looking for? You just, it's like an intangible. Is that the right word? I don't know if it's the right word, but it's not. I don't know if you can blame a coach for that. Although Burrows was here for all 6 losses, but still. ABL, Cape Breton Beach Kootenai 3-0. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, where did I hear that? Did you make a comment earlier about that? Like in the yesterday, maybe? Yeah, it was yesterday. Awesome. It's always good to see somebody any age make a comeback from something like that. Especially even when they're that young, If Fowler going to be our backup, does that mean we trade him when Fowler is ready? That's like next year or year after problem. No, Fowler is about a 3, maybe 4 year down the road problem. Well, I mean, they imagine, they're not going to do it. I would imagine not going to do another 3 goalie system thing. But it's down the road, so nothing to worry about now. Those young kids should have legs enough to skate 2 games. It's not like it's Montreal that just has trouble on back-to-back nights, the second game. So, every team kind of – so I'm not going to come down on them for that. BL, maybe that's what it is. He's also – he doesn't play enough, right? So he's – it could happen to him because he's a little bit rusty from not enough reps. I don't know. I haven't been watching close enough because when Luca was here, we were talking. I didn't see a lot. And in general, I miss a lot talking to you guys in the chat. So I haven't got an answer for you. It's a rough night either way, isn't it? We've won like 7 in the last 21, says Cat Control. Let us believe we're a team. No! Why should we let you have anything? Yeah, as much as I don't like Kachuk, Harry, I don't want to see anything like that happen. Yeah, go dirty a bit. Like, at least fight fire with fire. If that's, has it been a dirty game though? I don't think so. But I might not be the best judge of that. Huzu, I can't tell you how much I agree with you. I don't know if there's more or less, but it seems like this year has a lot of back-to-back games. Honestly, I hate back-to-back games. So I really noticed them. And this year it seems excessive. Why that is, I have no idea. Harry, good point. And you're right. Kachuk, as I said too, right? Hit him on the numbers. You can't do that. I didn't see the cross-check, though. That I missed. Well, cross-checking, why should he? No, he should get rewarded for cross-checking the ref. If that's what happened, no. He should get an extra 2 minutes on the ice. No? And do like, when the players they go cross check, do that to the ref. I'd like to see that. Let them do it, not a Habs player. Kachuk also ran Primo 30 seconds before the fourth goal, and it was intentional. I didn't notice it. I honestly, I didn't really notice it. Well, good to see that Matt was going to join me tonight, eh? Just realized what time it is and everything. Jeez. I feel like I got stood up by a date almost. Not really. I am looking forward to a couple things. One of them is from the 28th right through to the 5th. The Habs have like 9 days off. I think I need a little time off. I will work on some videos during that time, but I need a little break from this schedule. So I'm looking forward to that. So that's the All-Star break shit. I think it's the All-Star break, and that's also their bye week at the same time. Primo needs to find his inner Billy Smith. Billy Smith was a good goalie. You didn't get in his crease. You didn't get in his crease. You got a whack in the back of the legs with his stick for sure if he did. They made Dave Poulin the senior vice president of hockey operations. I didn't know that was the job he got. But why the Ottawa Senators? Didn't you want to actually win? I guess not. Bob's your uncle. I think I agree with that. Well, BL Pete the Fist should be on next Wednesday's podcast. He's supposed to join us as well. So he's not. I told you he's not down and out, man. Matt's been in most shows. Matt's been fine. Just that, I don't like when he tells me he's going to be here and then he doesn't show up. Very true, Matt Greer. I don't know if he's number one, but he's in that. He's in there. Can't control life. That's where you live. What are you going to do? It's not your fault. It's the sense. Price was good at protecting his crease also. Yeah, he was. Thank you, Alex. Appreciate that. I like Dave Poulin, by the way. That's one of the guys there that I liked. And then he left, and he became an Ottawa Senators management. That's it's crazy. Blessed in which way? Blessed just, in a good life, or are you talking about religion? The second part ain't going to happen to me. The first, maybe. Maybe down the road. within life, I mean, I'm blessed in some ways, not in other ways, like everybody else. But I appreciate the sentiment. I hope it does too, man. So if you're here watching me, there's 32 people here. So say hi. Don't be a wallflower. Say hi, give a comment, tell us how you thought of the game. Don't be a Whoozoo League. Give a thumbs up. No super viruses for what? I don't want any viruses of any kind. You found this on Craigslist? You found me on Craigslist? The funny thing about that is, I'm trying to think about how many years ago. Probably it was 10. It's between 10 and 12 years ago. You would have found me on Craigslist, but I was doing lawns. I used to advertise there. Hey, Paul, are you guys just coming back because I had a guest and I wasn't talking to you guys? Is that it? Hey, Andrew, good to see you out there, man. Are we though? We don't. I mean, to say way ahead of schedule on the rebuild, we don't know that yet. I don't think you could say that 100% until we get there and we see how long it's been, and you can say you're ahead. It might look like we're ahead, doesn't mean we really are. I think, unfortunately, as you see with Ottawa, they've been at it for 6 or 7 years now. Hey, Matt Greer, thank you. I appreciate that. Matt Greer with the dono super sticker. Unfortunately, I don't see them in StreamYard. They don't let us, but really appreciate that. Thank you. Your name will get in the draw for when we do the next draw. You'll get in there. Which if I don't say it often enough, but if you do donate money to this channel, you get into a draw. Last time I gave away one of the t-shirts like I'm wearing. And I'm not sure exactly but it might be another T-shirt next time. I don't know exactly when it'll be. Lucas says, "Was that for Weedman? Whenever I see their trucks now, I think of you." Really? Was what? What was I saying? Craigslist? No. I wouldn't advertise for Weedman. Was it before? No, because I did Weedman, I got to learn about lawns, and then I went out on my own and did lawn care. So it was after that for sure. But yeah, I used to run my own ads. And that's how I got my business. You don't think they're coming back? Just lots of people tuning in late? No, Paul was in earlier. I think some people left and then came back. Anyway, either way, it's all good. Andre, I heard about that today, actually. China developing a 100% lethal COVID virus. Why would anybody do that? I don't know, but that's the report that came out today. Oh, yeah, I should take that down now, though, or it'll get too far behind. Thanks again, Matt. Appreciate that. Bob's your uncle? Not yet. No, sorry. So many things going on. I haven't gotten. We're going to get around to it very soon. Of all things, I keep putting that off. I don't know why. I mean, Andrew, I'm not saying you're wrong necessarily. I'm just saying there's things that could, make it take longer than you might think. But yeah, I agree with you. They're doing fine. A year and a half into a rebuild. I like where they're at. I'm not ex-military, BL. I liked working on lawns. It was fun. I liked it. I got into pretty good shape, and yeah, it was great. You work on a hot day, man. You sweat your ass off. I could eat whatever the hell I wanted, and I still lost weight. It was great. 23 teams have a winning home record, and Montreal is not one of them. They are not. You're right. All right, go Sens, go. Control Life, Cat Control Life says, if Sens win, I'll donate 20. I'm rooting for the Sens now. Oh my God, Matt did it again. Absolutely, I'm serious. You know what? Since that got you, then that'll be. I'll give away another T-shirt next time. So it'll be a T-shirt. It's probably going to be the blue one though, so it's slightly different. It's blue and it's got white inside this part here instead of black, but it's also awesome. So that's what we'll be doing. All right, thank you, Matt Greer, again. I appreciate that, and it's kind of good timing too. It's kind of needed, so I appreciate that. Well, see, the Habs are losing, but I'm winning, man. I'm not giving away the car. It's just for you. It's but you realize it's like this size, right? It's a dinky. But I think it's if you drop water on it, it grows bigger. Okay, where are we at? We're on a power play. It's right at the end. I didn't even know that. And 1 minute into the third period, so still enough time for them to come back. But if they keep getting power plays and they can't score on them, it's not going to work. And it's not like the Sens have a great power PK. They don't. They're 1 percentage point better than Montreal. They don't have a good one. So I'm telling you, we're getting goalied tonight. It's what it is. Gonna get goalied, unfortunately. They need another goal, and they need it soon. I hope they push in the third. Huzu. I mean, I had it as a 1-goal game, but I had them winning 4-3. Montreal. It's not happening. 1842. I don't know where I'm at. Oh, I'm at 1842 as well. Can't control. It's always a party here. So we're going to get goalied by a sloppy goaltender is what you're saying, Huzu? It's even worse. One thing is I'm pretty sure they're not going to give up. I mean, the Habs are going to try. That's for sure. I don't know what that was Galley did there. Oh, now it's over. It over. 5-1. It's done. I don't see them coming back 4 goals. They had to not give up another fucking goal. They didn't, I guess they didn't hear us. Yeah, we're getting our asses kicked. And you know, it's so weird, right? We played 3 good games, 3 good teams, good games. We lost one, but good games all around. And then they played the lowly Ottawa Senators, and we lose. Can't control life. Don't worry about it. That's fine. But yeah, I mean, I don't see them coming back from this. Oh my God. I thought Monahan went head first without the helmet into the post. He didn't. He got up. He's skating off because of his helmet being off. That was lucky right there, man. Oh man, Armia taking a beating. This is it. Fight time. So Armia runs over Docker and into Corpusalo, and Armia's going off. That's goaltending interference. Oh, that was Josh Raw that went into the net. I thought it was Monahan. So what do we got? We only came up with one penalty in that. Oh, I would have thought there was more. I thought he got 2 penalties there, honestly. Their power play is not great. They came in with a 16-point-something%. It's not great. In their reindeer games, you can say that all you want. It doesn't look like it's going to help. Montreal not having a good game. Maybe that's why he did it. I don't know. But they're not coming back from this. I mean, I hope they do, but I can't see it. Ow. Oh, cut my finger. And I keep banging it. Oh, it hurts. Oh. He killed it off halfway. Puck goes out. We'll have a face-off there. Yeah, can't control life. I don't think the back-to-back situation there is helping Montreal here, to come back. But it's going to make it 7 wins in a row for the Sens. It's play for pride time. I don't know if they're not showing it. Killing this penalty off would be a good way to start, though. And you know what, Reindeer games, you're right. Never say never, but with the exception of this game. How's that? Looks like Montreal's going to kill this off. They've got like 12 seconds left on the power play. Yeah, they're going to kill it off. They send it back down. You want them to get retribution? Pearson and Andy going to be back in time. I don't think Andy's getting traded at the deadline. Pearson will. He needs to get back in a few games and they can move him. They won't. I don't think they'll get a ton for him, but they get a 3rd-round pick for Pearson. Oh my God, Matt! I'll tell you this: you can't buy the shirt. I appreciate it though. I'm not going to turn it down, but thank you so much, Matt. But everyone's got a fair chance. Well, you got 3 names in there. Although I should amend that. I think what I had said was, for every $10, like if you give a bunch, you're going to get 5 draws for that. 5. It's every $10 you get an entry. It's not to encourage more, but please send more. But no, but you'll get an entry for every $10. Thank you, Matt, so much. I appreciate that. You actually made my month there, buddy. In a bad month, too. All the prices went down. So all the money I get from ads, it all went skyrocketing down because it's after the holidays now. And the advertisers know people have no money left, so they don't pay a lot. It's the worst time of the year for ad revenue right now. So believe me, this comes in a lot. It comes in handy. I appreciate it. Born to be a Hab. I wouldn't rush into saying that. It's 1 loss. There's still like 2 months to go to trade deadline time. And Hughes said basically they don't know yet. They haven't decided if they're buyers or sellers yet. Can't control life. You do not have to match him. Don't worry about that. I will not hold that against you at all. $13.25 left in this 3rd period. It's still 5-1. Shots are 34-19. I mean, they're just kicking our ass all around. Goddamn Senators. Let's go to Boston. Boston should be a good game. I'm actually looking forward to that one. I like when Montreal plays Boston. They're good rivals. They're good games. There's good hatred there that makes the games even better, you know. Oh, Armia tried to make up for that penalty. Came close. That's how you find mates in the wild, by pooping? It's probably true. Can't control life. No, I can't say that you will for sure or not. No, I'm not promising anything. The only thing I can promise is the amount of entries into the giveaway you get. That's all I can do. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate that. Bob's your uncle. Do you know how many years? I don't know how many years are left on Pearson. If it's not a lot, I mean, they'll move him. They maybe you gotta throw out a sweetener. So you might not get a return necessarily, but you got to move the contract. No, he's on an expiring contract. So no, it's not going to be a problem. He doesn't have a deal next year. It's $3.25 million, but I mean, they're only responsible for like a quarter of that at the deadline. So I don't think that's a problem. To keep showing this commercial with Reese's with caramel, and it looks freaking good. And I wish they'd stop showing it to me. I really do. That's another thing I hate. A goal and 2 assists for Stutzla. I don't like that guy. Yeah, Pearson's on an expiring contract, Bob. So trading him's not a big deal, I don't think. There'll be a team that, would like to add a winger as depth. They'll pick him up. Coming down to 12 minutes left. Montreal got a few shots there, so 36-21 now. Are they playing for pass with each other? Catch? Two guys behind the Habs net, man. Primo makes a stop. 11:26 to go. Well, people are leaving. Where'd everybody go? I know it's a lost game. Can't control life. I won't hold that against you because you're a Sens fan, but yeah, I don't like him. Honestly, I don't like him. But I mean, I get that you would, so we'll give you a pass on that one. Because I saw Mitchell Stevens taking the draw. I saw his number, and I'm thinking Max Domi for some reason. That's a flashback. That's why people are leaving, because I'm bashing the Sens, not in this room. That's not why people are leaving. No, they're leaving because the game's done. Oh, I just noticed that. Baron was supposed to be out, I thought. Kovacevic was supposed to be in. I guess not. I just noticed that now. It's the end of the game. Well, Matt Greer, they'd have to re-sign him. It's an expiring I don't think they re-signed Tanner Pearson. There's no. It makes zero sense to do that. I think the price will be right on him, Bob's. I think there'll be a taker. And listen, at the end of the day, if they don't get a taker, they got him in the Casey DeSmith trade. They got good value, I think, overall out of all that. They can let him walk just as easily, and it's not really going to hurt them that much at all. So I think they'll move him. And like I said, if not, then not. If they can't move him, they'll find a way to keep him on the LTIR. I really like to see more pushback from Montreal here, but they're not really giving it. What happened with Caulfield? Was that a trip on Caulfield? I don't know. He went down. I don't know if it was a trip. Very true, Eric. And it's not a great night for Primo. Lucas, you got to figure at the deadline, if they haven't moved one of the three goalies, they're moving one then. BL, yeah, I don't know. I hear different reports. I haven't really looked at his numbers, but with the way Vancouver is, you got to figure he's playing well. Harry, Ottawa's not the worst team in the league. They're the worst in the Atlantic, but they're, I think, fourth from the bottom. So, but Bob's also, if he's healthy, on an expiring contract, right? So a team that might trade for him, there's no commitment, right? You might get something for him, just as easily as you might not. I imagine. Can't control life. Habs lose to Sharks. Sens beat Sharks. Sens lose to Habs. Habs beat Habs. Sens beat Habs. Leafs suck. Anything that ends with Leafs suck is good. Simon, I would imagine Savard's not on an expiring contract. He might not be traded, but I think he will be. So yeah, I got to think that could be the top four. Is Armia playing himself into trade bait? Maybe. I hope so. That's a guy, if they could get a deal done as soon as possible, I'd move on him. Personally, his value is probably at the highest it's going to be, or has been in a while anyway. They ended up with more than 2 shots in the first, I think 7 or something like that. No, not great either. You think the Habs will draft 3 goalies this summer? Why? Because you don't like the way they draft? Oh, what's something going on behind the plate? Gallagher and Stützle. He does not like Stützle, Gallagher. He's been vocal about that one. He just said it. They have a bit of a history. Offsetting penalties. It's either it's 4-on-4 or it'll be 5-on-5. If the Habs are moving players at the deadline or really over the summer, they're not going after Tarasek. They're not signing anybody. Well, looks like the Habs just got serious. Oh, empty net with 8 minutes? What? I just noticed that. Empty net, 8 minutes to go. All right. Right? Empty. With that much time? Stützle chickened out of a fight with Galley? Probably. He doesn't seem like the fighting type, Stützle. – 6-1. Oh my God, you guys are nuts tonight. Thank you so much, Can Control Life. I appreciate that. You're definitely winning this game. I mean, it's 6-1 now. This is over. Thank you so much. You're going to be in the draw too. So everybody's in the draw. And tell you the truth, with all these donos tonight, it'll probably push that draw up from taking longer. I just haven't decided now when, but I'll let you guys know. What am I thinking? Maybe I might give it away sooner than I would have thought. Just because Montreal has the cap space to sign Tarasenko, it makes 0 sense to sign Tarasenko, in my opinion. Oh, I almost forgot. Thank you again, Can Control Life, really. And congrats. The better team won tonight, I guess. Right? So what happens? A penalty coming up here. I don't know to who. They're showing the Sens bench to the Sens. I have Montreal. No, 6-1. They're not coming back 5 goals. Forget that. Merry Christmas. Thank you. For next, it's next. Should Habs try to sign Kopitar or Stamkos this summer in free agency? No, too old. They're going to cost too much, and they're too old. If Habs come back, refund on what? Refund of what? They're not coming back. We'll negotiate if it happens. They're not coming back. 5 goals in 7 minutes. No. If it was like a period and a half, maybe, but not now. There is no time left for them. Could they come back a couple of goals, though, to make you start to worry? That could happen. Nah, they're not going to score on that play. I mean, they're not going to score, man. Sucks. Who's are you talking about? Them pulling the goalie? You're 100% right. What was? Maybe they put in a goal, they start to come back, and if they give one up, well, they were going to lose 5-1 anyway. So you're right. It's just say I've never seen it at 8 minutes left. Is all. That's all. Extend Matheson for 8 times 8? No. Matheson, I'd extend him 3 or 4 years. And somewhere around what he's making now, I wouldn't give him a huge raise. No. They can't do that. I mean, they'll end up like the Leafs with too many high-paid guys. BL, you're also probably right. Kopitar's probably not going anywhere, and Stamkos probably not either. Can't control life. I like that. That's a good answer. I won't repeat it in case I don't know people take offense to it. I don't know why. I'll say rather spend it here instead of my dealer. Says Can't Control Life. Just think of me as your dealer, man. Has the forwards group been playing better without Anderson playing? I don't think any particularly better. They had some good games. you can't control life, you should consider online. That's where I get mine. Does Primo really look like a number 2 goalie, or does Jake Allen? Oh, don't judge him from this game. He hasn't gotten a lot of starts. He should be starting more, Primo. Having a bad game here and there, I don't think that's. I think Primo's looking like a legit NHL backup who could develop into more. They get one back. Pizzetta, what he said with a rocket, it was. So it's 6-2. Not bad. At least they got one back. I feel better. A little bit better. Yeah, it's been rare for Corpusalo to have a good night, but I said in my preview that he's going to goalie us, and kind of did. Does the team need Anderson and Gallagher for another 3 seasons, or should they move on? I think Anderson might. I mean, he could be. Like, I don't think his contract is that prohibitive. If you're a GM from another team, are you trading for Gallagher? If you wouldn't trade for Gallagher, why would the other ones? For that contract is is a killer. Not enough time for Habs to tie it here. Can't control life. I don't think you got to worry about that. I mean, all Ottawa's got to do is just keep it in the offensive zone. If they can do that, I mean, there's no chance. Under 4 minutes to go. Best player on planet is Kucherov. No, he's not. He's a good player. Is he the best player on the planet, Daniel? I don't think he's the best player on the planet. But Simon, Montreal's not holding 50% of his salary for 3 years. They're not. Who is Habs captain? Nick Suzuki. What do you mean? Okay, so I'm going to say no, Kucherov's not the best. You're going to say yes, he is. I'm going to say no. You're going to say yes, he is. I'm going to say no. You're going to say yes, he is. He's not. Do I think we'll see Jack-Eye back with the Habs this season? I do. Habs play Bruins on Saturday, yes. Who leads NHL in points? Well, I know from who you're talking about. It's obviously Kucherov. Does that make him the best player on the planet? It does not. It does not. Simon, but why? It's better off maybe to hang on to him. More than likely, the last 2 of those years, he'll probably be on the LTIR. And yeah, it doubles the from 3 to 6, but the last 3 of that, like the double part, it's at a much lower number. But they're not buying him out. How'd they get a power play? Under 3 to go. Oh, is that the power play? Kachuk kind of. I didn't see it. $2:15 to go. Calgary's beating Toronto? Yeah, at least there's some good news. I so badly want the Leafs to fall below the Habs. A Leaf implosion. What's 125? Boston beat Colorado. I'm not surprised at that. Pasternak. Pasta with a Hattie. Daniel, unfortunately, you're in the wrong stream to try to sell Kucherov as the best player in the world, especially. The Leafs go down in flames. The Flames burn the Leafs. If Timmy had a Hattie, you'd win $3K. Really? Yikes! You only got what, one? Who's better than Kucherov? You heard people tell you all the way through here. Want me to repeat it? McDavid. Who's the other guy that was mad? McKinnon. There's guys that are better than him. Can't control life. Thank you more than anything. Thank you. And Matt Greer, you guys, you made my month. Honestly, you made my month. So well appreciated. And like I said, you're both going to have a bunch of names in the draw, and that should probably take place a lot sooner than it was going to. How come our picks don't lead NHL? What are you saying there, Daniel? Are you coming into a Habs stream? You're a Lightning fan, and you want to make fun of us? Yeah, it'll get you kicked out, by the way. At least come in with some smart points. We're a rebuilding team. You want to take this Tampa Bay Lightning great team that once was, that's now not as good, and you're going to say, oh, we're better than you. Well, come on. You're not making fun. No, but it's passive-aggressively you're not making fun. All right, game over. Montreal loses 6-2. I have a live stream coming up in about it'll be at 10. I can't really change it much. So yeah, we can talk for another couple of minutes, but then go in there for that. Habs shit their pants tonight. I don't think they shit their pants. They shit the beds. Excuse me. Hey, no worries. Can't control life. Thank you so much. I can't say enough. thank you, and have a great night, and enjoy the other podcast stream, and enjoy the win. You guys deserved it. And what else we're gonna say? But looking forward to seeing you again, brother. Oh, Daniel's 13. I'm sorry. Well, then you're not really supposed to be in here, dude. You're not really supposed to be in here. So, but I apologize. I didn't realize you were that young. Should have realized it though from the comments. And Matt Greer, thank you as well. Like really, you guys saved my month. So listen, I got to take off to get into the post game stream. I'll be back in 12 minutes or so for that, and we'll break down this lousy game and all that stuff. So once again, big thank you to Matt Greer and Can't Control Life. Can't Control, is that what it is? I'm just gonna say Can't Control because my brain is not working. Well, are you 13 or older? If you're older, then it all stands. If you're under, no. He's 14. All right. So I'll see you in 10 minutes because we're down to that now for the post-game show. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Thanks to Matt Greer. Thanks to Can't Control Life and everybody else. And I'll see you soon. Stay safe till then. Peace out. And I'm going to and just ciao, and I'll see you soon. I'm going to stop babbling because I can't stop at this point. Ciao, everybody.